Have you ever felt like someone close to you isn't truly happy about your success? Maybe they smile on the outside, but their words or actions tell a different story. Jealousy is one of those emotions that often hides in plain sight. It can come from a coworker, a friend, or even a family member. And if you're not careful, it can bring negativity into your life before you even realize it. In today's video, we're going to uncover 10 clear signs someone is jealous of you. These aren't just random guesses, but behaviors you might already notice in the people around you. The problem is, jealousy can be sneaky. It shows up in compliments that don't feel genuine, passive-aggressive comments, or even subtle actions that make you doubt yourself. But don't worry, this isn't just about spotting the signs. It's also about learning how to handle these situations with wisdom and confidence. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to protect your peace, maintain your self-worth, and deal with jealousy the right way. So, grab a coffee, sit back, and let's dive into this eye-opening topic. And hey, if you've ever experienced jealousy in your life, let us know in the comments. It might help someone else feel less alone. Now, let's get started. Sign 1. Over-complimenting you. Have you ever noticed someone giving you compliments that feel off? It's like they're overdoing it. They'll say things like, "Wow, you're so amazing. I could never do what you do," or "You're always so lucky." It's unbelievable. First, it sounds nice, but over time, you start to sense something isn't right. Their words might feel more like flattery than genuine praise. Why? Because sometimes, people use over-complimenting as a way to cover up their jealousy. Here's an example. Imagine you just landed a promotion at work. Instead of a simple, "Congratulations, you've worked so hard for this," they might go overboard with comments like, "You're so lucky. Things just seem to fall into place for you." But their tone gives away what they're really feeling. It's not admiration. It's resentment hidden under a smile. The truth is, jealousy makes people uncomfortable. They don't want to admit they're envious, so they overcompensate by pretending to celebrate you. But deep down, they might be comparing themselves to you, feeling insecure about their own life. So how do you handle this? First, don't let it get to your head. Stay humble. When you notice someone laying on the compliments a little too thick, take a mental note but don't feed into it. A simple thank you is all you need to say. And remember this, genuine people will celebrate your wins without making it feel weird. Jealousy, on the other hand, always leaves a trace, no matter how hard someone tries to hide it. This is just one of the many ways jealousy can show itself. Keep watching because the next sign might be even more familiar. Sign 2. Subtle criticism disguised as advice. Have you ever shared your goals or accomplishments with someone, only to hear something like, "That's great, but are you sure you can handle it?" Or, "You're doing well, but maybe you're aiming too high." These comments may sound like advice, but they often come wrapped in a thin layer of doubt. Jealous people rarely show their feelings openly. Instead, they use subtle criticism disguised as helpful suggestions to make you second-guess yourself. Imagine telling a coworker about a promotion you're excited about, and they respond with, "That's a big step. I hope it's not too stressful for you." Sounds supportive, right? But if you read between the lines, they're planting seeds of doubt. Why do they do this? Because your success reminds them of their insecurities. Instead of celebrating your achievements, they try to bring you down to their level. What can you do about it? First, don't let their comments shake your confidence. Understand that their words often reflect their own struggles, not your capabilities. Second, respond politely but firmly. Say something like, "Thanks for your concern, but I'm confident I can handle it." By staying composed and self-assured, you show them that their attempts to undermine you won't work. Remember, your goals and dreams are yours to protect. Don't let subtle criticism derail you from the path you're on. Stay focused, stay confident, and let your actions speak louder than their words. Sign 3. Downplaying your success. Have you ever shared a personal achievement only for someone to respond with, "Oh, that's nice, but it's not a big deal," or "Anyone could have done that"? This is a classic sign of jealousy. Instead of celebrating your hard work and success, they minimize it to make it seem ordinary. For example, imagine you've just landed a promotion at work, and you're excited to share the news with a coworker. Instead of congratulating you, they shrug and say, "Well, I guess you got lucky." Stings, right? But this reaction says more about their insecurity than about you. Jealous people often feel threatened by your progress. Your success highlights their lack of effort or achievements, and instead of using it as inspiration, they try to downplay your accomplishments to feel better about themselves. Here's what you can do. Don't let their words get to you. Remind yourself that your success is the result of your hard work and dedication. You earned it. If they can't celebrate with you, that's their problem, not yours. And here's an important Stoic insight. Marcus Aurelius once said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This means your validation should come from within, not from how others react. Remember, jealousy is often silent admiration disguised as criticism. Stay focused on your path and let your success speak for itself. Sign 4. Competing with you constantly. Have you ever noticed someone who seems to always want to one-up you? Maybe it's a friend, coworker, or even a family member who constantly tries to outdo your achievements or steal your spotlight. At first, it might seem like a healthy competition, but when jealousy is at play, it's a different story. Jealousy often hides behind the mask of rivalry. The person who's jealous of you may pretend to be supportive or engaged, but when it comes time to perform, they'll make sure their success is just a little more noticeable than yours. If you share your accomplishments with them, they'll quickly try to match or surpass them, almost like they're competing for the same prize, even though no one's actually keeping score. For example, let's say you land a big project at work, and instead of celebrating with you, they start talking about their own recent success. Or you might mention a new skill you've learned, and they instantly claim they've mastered it too. It's not just about sharing the moment or offering congratulations. It's about them needing to be seen as superior in some way. This kind of behavior can be exhausting. The constant need to outdo you can leave you feeling like you're always in a race that you didn't sign up for. And what's worse, it can start to erode your sense of accomplishment, because you begin to wonder if your achievements are even being seen for what they are, or if they're just stepping stones for someone else to climb over. So what can you do about it? First, recognize that this type of behavior often stems from insecurity, not your success. They may feel threatened by your abilities or achievements, so they compensate by trying to prove themselves better. But here's the thing, don't let it pull you into that same mindset. Stay focused on your own growth and keep your goals in sight. Their competition is not your battle. By choosing to rise above this rivalry, you can maintain your peace and protect your energy. Remember, the real success is not in competing with others, but in improving yourself every single day. Sign 5. Avoiding eye contact during your wins. Have you ever shared a personal achievement with someone, only to notice they look away, suddenly engrossed in something else, or even change the subject? This is one of the most telling signs that someone may be jealous of you. When someone's jealous, they often can't look you in the eye during your moments of success. It's almost as if your triumph highlights their insecurities, and they can't handle it. Now, let's break this down a little. Eye contact is a powerful form of communication. It shows respect, attentiveness, and interest. So, when someone avoids eye contact during your big moments, it's not just awkward, it's deliberate. This subtle action speaks volumes about how they feel about your success. While you're sharing your good news, they might shift their gaze, look down at their phone, or even start fiddling with something else. It's a clear sign they're trying to distance themselves from the reality that you're moving forward, perhaps in ways they wish they could. What's interesting is that this behavior can be very hard to spot at first. On the surface, they might still congratulate you with a smile or a half-hearted compliment. But if their eyes avoid yours, you can trust that something is off. It's not necessarily an outright expression of hatred, but rather a sign of internal struggle. They simply can't handle seeing you succeed because it makes them feel inferior or left behind. So how should you handle this? The key here is not to take it personally. People's reactions are a reflection of their own emotions, not a direct attack on you. Stay confident in your accomplishments, but don't let their discomfort affect your joy. When you notice someone avoiding eye contact, It's a great reminder to keep your energy positive and focused on your goals, rather than getting sucked into their negative emotions. Remember, their inability to celebrate your success is a sign of their inner turmoil, not your inadequacy. Keep moving forward, and let their jealousy remain their problem, not yours. Sign 6. Spreading gossip about you. One of the most common signs that someone is jealous of you is when they start spreading rumors or gossip behind your back. This behavior can be subtle at first, but it often escalates over time. You might notice that a person who seems friendly on the surface suddenly starts telling others things that aren't true about you. Or, they'll exaggerate small details of your life to make you look bad in the eyes of others. Think of it like this. Imagine you just landed a promotion at work, and instead of being happy for you, a colleague starts whispering that you only got the position because of favoritism or personal connections. They might even claim that your success is undeserved or based on luck rather than hard work. The goal of this gossip is simple: to tear you down so they feel better about their own position. It's important to recognize that when someone spreads gossip, it's more about their own insecurity and jealousy than it is about you. They want to undermine your success because it makes them feel threatened. In a way, your achievements are a reminder of what they feel they lack. How do you handle this? First, don't engage in the drama. It's tempting to confront the person spreading the gossip or try to clear your name, but this often leads to more conflict and attention. Instead, stay calm and composed. If the gossip reaches your ears, address it indirectly. Don't give it power by reacting emotionally. You can confront the situation professionally, but don't stoop to their level by getting caught up in childish behavior. You might also want to set clear boundaries. If you sense that someone is spreading rumors about you, it's okay to distance yourself from them. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, not those who bring you down. Jealousy often reveals itself in this way, when someone is trying to diminish your light to make their own shine brighter. But remember, the truth has a way of revealing itself, and their words will only reflect their own insecurities. Keep walking in your truth and let your success speak for itself. By recognizing and ignoring jealousy disguised as gossip, you protect your peace and avoid getting caught up in negativity. Stay above it, and don't let their insecurity affect your journey. Sign 7. Celebrating your failures. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to take a little too much joy when things don't go your way? Maybe it's a colleague who grins just a little too much when your project doesn't go as planned, or a friend who makes comments about your setbacks that feel a bit too smug. It's not just bad luck or coincidence. This could be a clear sign of jealousy. Jealousy often shows itself when someone celebrates your failures more than your successes. When things go wrong for you, they seem almost relieved. It's as if your mistakes somehow validate their own insecurities, proving that they're not the only ones struggling. But here's the thing. These reactions aren't about you at all. They're about their own feelings of inadequacy. What's important to remember is that this behavior says more about the jealous person than it does about you. A person who genuinely cares about you will want to lift you up, even when you fall. They'll offer encouragement, advice, or even a helping hand to get you back on track. But a jealous person, they might take pleasure in your misfortune because, deep down, they feel threatened by your potential. This kind of response can be hard to spot at first. You might think they're just being supportive in their own way, or that they're joking around. But pay attention to their tone, their body language, and how they talk about your struggles. Are they mocking you, or do they seem almost happy that things didn't work out for you? If the answer is yes, it's a red flag. The best way to handle this is by not reacting in the way they expect. Stay calm, don't let their energy affect your mood, and keep focusing on your own growth. Remember, their celebration of your failure is a reflection of their own fear, not your worth. You are not defined by your setbacks, and neither should anyone else's opinion of them matter to you. In situations like these, a Stoic mindset is powerful. As Marcus Aurelius would remind us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. When you focus on your own journey, you protect your peace from being disturbed by those who wish to see you fall. Sign 8. Being dismissive of your ideas. Have you ever shared an idea or a thought only for someone to immediately brush it off without much consideration? Maybe they dismissed it with a simple, "That's not going to work," or "I don't think that's such a great idea." If this happens frequently, it could be a sign that someone around you is jealous. People who feel threatened by you or your success often undermine your contributions, and one of the easiest ways they do this is by dismissing your ideas. The reason they do this is simple. Jealousy makes them feel insecure. When they see your creativity, ambition, or fresh perspectives, it forces them to confront their own limitations. Rather than celebrating your ideas or supporting your growth, they prefer to dismiss them. This behavior often stems from a fear of being overshadowed, so instead of being open to your suggestions, they'll reject them outright in an attempt to bring you down. Imagine you're at work and you suggest a new project approach in a meeting. Your colleague, who you've noticed tends to act distant or critical, immediately interrupts you and says, "That won't work. We've tried that before and it's never been successful." There's no curiosity, no willingness to explore your idea further. Instead, it's just an immediate shutdown. This reaction isn't about your idea at all. It's about their own insecurities and the jealousy they feel toward your potential. But here's the key. This kind of dismissal doesn't reflect your worth or the quality of your ideas. It reflects their fear of being left behind or feeling inadequate in comparison. So how should you respond? First, stay calm and don't let their negativity deter you. Keep your confidence and stand by your ideas. If necessary, bring them up again in a different way or ask for others' feedback to keep the conversation moving forward. Jealous people will often try to silence you or make you doubt your own abilities. But the best way to handle it is to remain steady in your self-belief and keep pushing forward. Their dismissive behavior says more about them than it does about you, and in the end, your ideas will shine through. Sign 9. Copying your moves. Have you ever noticed someone who seems to be mirroring everything you do? It's subtle at first. Maybe they start using the same phrases or adopt your style, or even copy the way you approach a project or idea. While imitation can sometimes be a form of flattery, in the case of jealousy, it's a sign of something deeper: insecurity. When someone is jealous, they often try to mimic your behavior or actions, not because they admire you, but because they want what you have. They see your success and they want to replicate it, but they lack the inner confidence to achieve it on their own. Instead of creating their own path, they settle for copying yours. For example, let's say you've been working hard on a personal project, something you're passionate about, and you've started getting attention for it. Now, this person, who never showed much interest before, suddenly starts doing the same thing. They might start talking about similar topics, post similar content, or even follow the exact strategies that worked for you. At first, it might feel flattering, like they're inspired by you. But if you look closer, you'll see that they're not trying to learn from you, they're trying to steal your shine. It can be frustrating because this behavior undermines your hard work. It's not about admiration. It's about wanting to ride on your coattails. Jealousy doesn't create originality, and this type of copying often leads to hollow imitations that don't carry the same value or authenticity as your own achievements. So how should you deal with it? First, recognize that their need to imitate reflects their own lack of self-worth, not your shortcomings. Don't take it personally. Instead, keep focusing on your growth. Stay true to your path and let your success be the best answer to their jealousy. By continuing to lead with your unique talents and ideas, you'll prove that no one can truly copy your essence. Sign 10. Avoiding spending time with you. One of the clearest signs someone is jealous of you is when they begin to avoid spending time with you. At first, it may seem like they're just busy or distracted. But if you start noticing a pattern, whenever you make plans, they cancel or they just don't show any interest in being around you, it could be jealousy at play. Jealousy often stems from insecurity. When someone feels threatened by your success, achievements, or happiness, they might distance themselves to avoid being reminded of what they're lacking. This isn't always done consciously. They might not even realize they're doing it. But deep down, seeing you thrive can make them feel less secure about their own life or position. Instead of being happy for you, they withdraw because they feel uneasy about comparing themselves to you. It's important to recognize this sign early. You'll notice that while they're pulling away from you, they're still active in other areas of their life, hanging out with others, or enjoying different social circles. It's not about being too busy. It's about the discomfort they feel when they're around you. They may even put on a mask of indifference, acting like it doesn't matter to them when in reality, it's their way of avoiding feelings they can't handle. What do you do when this happens? The first thing is to not take it personally. Understand that their behavior is a reflection of their inner struggles, not a reflection of your worth. It's essential to maintain your confidence and not shrink or hide your success to make them feel more comfortable. Instead, continue focusing on your growth and peace. You don't need to chase people who aren't ready to embrace your presence. If someone is avoiding you because of their jealousy, it's best to let them be and move forward with your life. Surround yourself with people who genuinely support you. Jealousy can be hard to spot because it's often masked by other emotions, but distancing behavior is a clear signal. The next time someone pulls away, don't rush to fix it. Sometimes, letting them go is the healthiest. How to deal with jealousy. Dealing with jealousy can be tricky, but it's essential to stay grounded and calm. Here's how you can protect yourself without letting jealousy affect your peace. 1. Stay humble. When someone is jealous, it's easy to want to brag about your success or fight back. But remember, humility is powerful. Stay modest and avoid rubbing your achievements in their face. Keep your focus on growth rather than competition. By staying humble, you not only disarm jealousy but also show that you're unaffected by it. 2. Set boundaries. It's okay to distance yourself from people who consistently show jealousy. Protect your energy. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you have to be rude or cut people off completely, but it does mean you should limit your exposure to toxic behavior. Don't let someone's jealousy drain your time or happiness. Respect yourself enough to walk away from negative interactions. 3. Be compassionate. One of the most important things you can do is to show compassion. Jealousy often comes from insecurity, and sometimes people act out of fear or feeling inadequate. While that doesn't excuse bad behavior, understanding where it comes from can help you react calmly. If you can, offer kindness instead of confrontation. Sometimes your peacefulness is the best response to jealousy. Stoic wisdom for jealousy. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is a great reminder when dealing with jealousy. You can't control how others feel, but you can control how you respond. By choosing not to let jealousy affect you, you rise above it. Stay focused on your goals, keep your integrity intact, and remember, your peace is priceless. Now that we've covered the 10 signs someone might be jealous of you and how to handle it, I want to leave you with one thing. Jealousy is something we all face at some point, but it doesn't define us. How we react to it is what matters most. So, the next time you feel someone's envy creeping in, remember to stay calm, keep your focus, and let your actions speak for themselves. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep getting insights that help you grow stronger every day. And if you know someone who might be dealing with jealousy, pass this video along to them. It could make a difference. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best way to handle negativity is by staying positive and true to yourself. Stay wise, and I'll see you in the next video.